Madam Ama, thank you very much.
Yes,
it is very rare to get compliments from Kenyans. So, you are amazing. And thank you very much for saying what it is. If somebody does something good, it is better if it is said. So thank you very much. Supporting our brothers and sisters in Haiti and all the other issues that are regional in nature. So I will take a few questions from this great audience.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, and the esteemed First Lady, Mama Rachel Ruto, we want to thank you so much for this great honor to engage with the diaspora in China. As you can see, we represent various groups, and because of time, I'll allow the different regions coming from all over China. As you know, we have 22 provinces here, and we have a very large business community who have come from different places. We also have a very big student fraternity that wish to engage with you, and the professionals, the teachers, and expatriates. So without further ado, let us begin our Q&A, and let us make our comments very brief. Let's start with the regional representative.
Thank you. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Your Excellency, Mama, distinguished dignitaries, we welcome you to China. In Chinese language, we tell you Huang in Zhongguo, and you say Shishini. Good student. So, Your Excellency, my name is David Shimuti. We've got a few pressing issues on how we want to better our lives in China. And one of the aspects that we are going to discuss is the aspect of our duration of stay in China. Having realized that we've got a window whereby our reciprocity doctrine has not been established in having the same kind of visa, I've got a recommendation, not a question, that this is the right time for us to establish at least 2 years as a first timer who is coming to China from Kenya. Wakenya wetu wakuja hapa na miaka 2. Mchinese akienda nyumbani aende miaka 2, achukue pesa yetu yao huku wapeleke huko. Si tuchukue watu wetu tuwalete hapa watafute kazi. Itakuwa rahisi kwetu sisi. Jambo la pili,
just so that I understand, students or business?
Business people, because the student come with a student visa.
Okay.
Yes. The second question.
So business visa for 2 years?
For 2 years. Yeah. We can have a single exit of after 6 months, mtu anatoka anarudi, which is okay. The second aspect that we're going to have a look at are the revenue, the tax value. Majority of our business people are losing due to the shift in the East African bloc. The focus now is running to Tanzania, Rwanda, Uganda. To an extent, even Kenyans are going to Uganda to buy goods and come sell back to China. Meaning that the trading in Kenya is suffocating. We are suffocating. Therefore, we request that you look at the value. Just review kidogo from 18% at some point, songesha hata 12%. From 25 hapo, cheza na hiyo maneno, wewe unajua hiyo maneno. Tutafanya biashara kwa tukiwa watu wengi sana. Na jambo la muhimu sana ninapomalizia nikipatiana hii microphone, because I know it's only 30 minutes that you have. You are a good father. And as you can see, all these faces are smiling. Na tuliambiwa kwamba mkono mtupu haulambwi. Wewe kama baba yetu tunashukuru sana umekuja, umetengeneza mikataba na wa Chinese, na mimi nasaidia wanafunzi kuja kusoma hapa China. I want to be also part of the people that are going to sign an agreement with you. I'm very happy that Honorable Kenyan is remaining behind. Tafadhali, unione. So, I want to give the president a gift because wa Chinese wamempatia gift. Hata mimi naweza pia mpatia moja. Akifanya kazi nzuri kule, atakuwa anakumbuka. Sinaruhusiwa?
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, my friend.
Yes.
Thank you very much, David. Let me just say so that maybe somebody else does not ask the same question. I think the business visa for 2 years is a discussion we're going to have. I think it's a good proposal, if it is, especially if it is reciprocal. If you scratch my back, I scratch yours. We will consider that as part of the conversation we are going to have around the economic partnership framework that we are signing tomorrow. But on matters to do with what you're saying, let me just explain to you why sometimes people find it easy to go to Uganda or Tanzania for purposes of getting goods and services to this country. It is exactly the problem I want to solve by signing the bilateral labor agreement. You know, the difference between us and our neighbors is that Kenya is in the middle income category. Our neighbors, Tanzania, Uganda, and all the other neighbors are in the least developed countries. They are in LCDs, LDCs, and we are in the other countries. So we are categorized higher than them, and therefore, while they export duty-free, Kenya exports with duty. And that is why you heard me say, that is the agreement we want to negotiate. We want to negotiate a preferential trade agreement that will now put Kenya at par with our neighbors. You will not be experiencing the problems you are experiencing today. That is the agreement we want to sign, that today Kenya is different from the other countries because of the categorization of our economy as opposed to our neighbors. And that is the reason why we are having this conversation. That is the reason why we are signing the economic framework tomorrow, that will now give us the opportunity to negotiate a preferential trade agreement that will eliminate the current duties and levies that are levied on Kenyan products being exported to this country. I don't know whether I'm communicating. Okay? Thank you very much. Yes?
Yeah. Your Excellency, Mr. President. Your Excellency, Mr. President. Dignitaries, Madam First Lady, the PM, welcome to China. I had a lot, but now we've contested the time. I represent the professionals in China. My name is Brandy Karani. Now, the gentleman here has asked a very important questions about business visas. This is the thorniest issue we have. I've been here for 15 years, and I can tell you is the most important question. To designate Kenyan workers coming to China, the biggest job here in China is teaching English. Kenyans here, they're very good teachers of English, and I am a lecturer. I teach world history in an international high school. Kenyans can be able to teach English in this country. Not only one, not two, but in drones, 100,000. Just last year, we had 672 billion Kenyan shilling remittances from Kenyans in diaspora. Early this month, the DTWG team led by Dan Mokile, which I'm a member, met with the Prime Cabinet Secretary. They had a diaspora going on. Congratulations. PS Rosalind Joho was there. She's done an incredible good job She has assisted us a lot, and we are happy. First of all, let's congratulate the President. Mr. President is the first person to give us a diaspora department. We've waited for a very long time, from the Kibaki administration to Uhuru administration, and when you came into power, Mr. President, asante sana, you gave us the diaspora department. Now to the question. We would like Kenya to be designated as an English-speaking country. And why this is very important, because once you designate Kenya, even South Africans, they don't speak good English like we speak. Once you designate Kenya as an English-speaking country, in your bilateral talks with Xi Jinping, we can be able to get work permits to work in China. That's how it goes. Designation, and then number 2, work permits. Once we get work permits, this one's going to have a lot of teachers in Kenya coming to work here. And you don't need to be a teacher to come and work in China. You can come and work in China. Then the business people, once the work permits are out, the business people can be able to have visa reciprocity. Because workers can be able to get working visas, even the business people can be able to get those 2 years visas. The students, I don't know if the student is here. Is there a student leader? The students who are in China cannot work in China. The same part will make the students also be given the permission at least to work and not depend on their parents back home. So, Mr. President, this is the most important thing. As far as Kenyans in China are concerned, this is the most important. My question, with the same designation of diaspora department and the Prime Cabinet Secretary here, can you assist us, please, get that designation of English, then move forward and get those work permits so that we can bring Kenyans here. The 672 billion shillings we're talking about will trickle to 1 trillion Kenyan shillings. That is the way forward. I think that's what you want, and that's all. Thank you so much.
Is that Mr. Karani? Did you say Karani? Mr. Karani, thank you very much. Let me just say the following. Just ask you, Mr. Karani. Did you say you want more Kenyans to come and work in China?
Absolutely, yes.
Are you sure about that?
The only problem we have is that
No, just answer my question. You asked me the question. Let me answer. Let me ask you. So, did you say you want more Kenyans to come and work in China? Very good. So, I hope you help me answer the many people in Kenya who tell me that I am exporting Kenyans. You know, I have a big problem with I have a big problem with people who are telling me that I should be creating jobs for people in Kenya, which I'm trying. But if there is opportunity elsewhere, I mean, is there anything wrong with Kenyans accessing opportunities elsewhere? I hope some people are listening to this so that the people in Kenya who are fighting me and telling me I'm exporting people, they should understand that we are in a world that is a global village. And we should explore opportunities everywhere. And I am very proud of the Kenyans who have taken up the opportunities that are available, that are available globally. And it is the reason why I set up the Diaspora State Department. So already it is in my radar, and CS for PCS and TS for Diaspora and Foreign Affairs, together with Roslyn Jogu, my PS for Diaspora, are seized with that matter. We have signed several bilateral labor agreements that provide the framework you're looking for. It is our intention to pursue the same bilateral labor agreement that will also provide for Kenya being designated as an English-speaking country. In any case, Kenyans speak the best English than in any other country in Africa. And that is the correct position. So you're spot on, and you have given me an assignment, and I intend to report back shortly. So, Bwana Musalia, kazi kwako, and your team. P.S. Korir here, Ambassador, and Isaiah Kabira here. You know what you need to do so that we can get more teachers teaching globally, because we have developed a global workforce. We have developed one of the finest human resource that can work anywhere in the world. And we should deploy it to the advantage of Kenya. And that is the reason why labor mobility is one of the programs that I actively pursue, because I know it gives opportunities to many Kenyans. Today, we have close to 300,000 trained teachers in Kenya. The choice is, should they find opportunities elsewhere in the world, or should they wait for opportunities in Kenya? I think whenever the opportunity arises, whether it is in Kenya or in a foreign country, they should take up that responsibility. Thank you very much. So I have some assignment from you. I know we are running short of time, but let me give another 2 people.
Your Excellency.
Yes, proceed, Madam.
Your Excellency, I recognize you. I also recognize Mama Rachel, and I stand on existing protocol. I do not represent any constituency, Your Excellency, because I am the only United Nations employee in Kenya, in China, from Kenya. We have 27 United Nations agencies in Beijing. I'm the only Kenyan. I apologize for coming late. I send the greetings of Sid Chatterjee, the resident coordinator here, who I was representing at another meeting with the Undersecretary General for Humanitarian Affairs, Mr. Tom Fletcher, who also said is your friend. So I excused myself from that meeting. Absolutely. So 3 quick points, Your Excellency. We ask you a lot of questions, but let me give you feedback. This is my 2nd time in China. I was here for 4 years, left, came back. I've been here for 2 years. I have had the privilege of interacting with 4 Kenyan ambassadors to China. And so I give an objective assessment. Ambassador Bett and his team are a first-in-class . It is an objective assessment. It is no criticism or judgment of previous leadership. He elevated excellence to a class or a level in Beijing that we have not seen. And really all credit to Ambassador Bett and the Kenya mission team. They make us proud. We carry our heads high with pride. I did indicate that I'm the only Kenyan in the United Nations system here. I am in discussion with your PS, Sing'oei. I am an international civil servant. There are things I cannot disclose in a public gathering of this nature. But I did want to draw to your attention that the last time we had a Kenyan at the level of Undersecretary General was Muhisa Kitui. I think we need 2 amend that. But let me come back to what the multilateral system does in China. While you are negotiating on the bilateral front, I would like you, Your Excellency, to know that there is a multilateral engagement between UN agencies in China and countries outside of China. So as a UN agency representative, and my colleagues do the same thing, we have a dual mandate. We engage on domestic issues in China, but it is my duty to ensure that the developing South benefits from China's vast South-South cooperation initiatives. And so, Your Excellency, we receive grant money. The UN system receives grant money from the Chinese government, from the Chinese public sector, to provide to countries primarily in Africa. Because China prides itself with the friendship it has with African countries. I do want to ask Your Excellency, on those engagements, your ambassador does very, very well. What we need is reciprocal attention and fast action in Kenya when those initiatives come up. Because I have to inform you that sometimes we see an opportunity here, and remember, it is not only Kenya. Ghana is waiting. Ethiopia is around the corner. Rwanda is also keen. So we need to find a way to connect better around those initiatives that are available here for development in Africa. I want to thank His Excellency the Ambassador, because right now we have negotiated a partnership on the FOCAC, Africa Solar Belt, which is around renewable energy for essential services for children. This is coming to Kenya, but we can do much more. And I'm saying the pace is not as quick or as efficient as it could be. I thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much, Madam Ama. Madam Ama, thank you very much.
Yes,
it is very rare to get compliments from Kenyans. So, you are amazing. And thank you very much for saying what it is. If somebody does something good, it is better if it is said. So thank you very much. And let me also agree with you that we need to improve on the turnaround time for matters between embassies and headquarters. I think P.S. Korir and your team, you need to pull up your socks so that whenever there are issues that require headquarters to provide direction or to engage in a certain manner, we can improve on the efficiency around that turnaround time. And with the expanded mandate of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to include all the diaspora issues, and with an extra PS, I think there should be demonstrable progress in the efficiency around foreign affairs. And I agree with you that we need a country strategy. In fact, one of the issues I have discussed with Rosalind Jogu is how we can deliberately place Kenyans in some of the UN positions that arise. We have some of the best human capital anywhere in the world. There is no reason, absolutely, why we do not have undersecretaries in the United Nations. And therefore, I agree with you And I'm sure the Honorable Musalia Mudavadi is going to provide leadership on that front. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Somebody, okay, Madam?
Your Excellency, President of our beautiful Republic of Kenya, Mr. Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Your Excellency, the First Lady, Mama Rachel Ruto, all protocol observed. Huaning Dao Zhongguo. Welcome to China. The reason I'm saying this is because I have been here for close to 20 years now. And being here has meant that I have worked tirelessly to promote our beautiful country, especially in matters to do with tourism and education. I head the Institute of Kenya, Africa-China Languages and Cultural Exchange Center at Tianjin University, which actually is working with Kenya Bureau of Standards to do research on coming with the most or the best quality of avocados to be exported to the to the Chinese market. That's one of the things that we do there. However, my note would be for tourism, because being here, China is a huge country with a huge population, and if we can get at least 1% of Chinese people into our country, we can raise our tourism revenue so high. However, we need platforms to do this, and this is to the in the case of live streaming. We can use social media so much in portraying our beautiful country. We can have influencers. You know, influencers do a good job. We can have influencers to go around in our tourist sites and to at least showcase our country and reach out to the Chinese audience. And so my question would be, would there be a department to help us to do this? On my part, I have a communications business which can actually be used for the live streaming work, and if we can work together with the Ministry of ICT, the Ministry of Tourism, I think we can really expand so much in reaching out to the Chinese audience. So, Mr. President, thank you so much for giving us this platform, and we hope that you can use us to make our country great. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam. I didn't get your name.
Sorry, my name is Dr. Ruth Njeri, and I work at Tianjin University.
Thank you. Ruth. You're spot on. We need a partnership with every Kenyan, because ultimately, each and every one of us as patriots have a responsibility to play in making Kenya what we all want it to be. So from wherever you are, whatever you're doing, it is important that you see how best you can positively profile our country. Just to inform you that on matters tourism, you're spot on. In fact, tomorrow we will be signing an agreement between Chinese media and our communications authority on specifically matters to do with tourism. And in fact, for the last 2 years, you may have noticed that with one of the Chinese channels, we've been live streaming the wildebeest migration out of Kenya. And in fact, this year, I intend to be part of the occasion. And I think last year they live streamed for, I think, 3 days continuously, and we got huge response. In fact, our tourism numbers from China went up to 91,000 last year because of some of those interventions. The whole tourism sector, the numbers grew by close to 450,000 last year, going up from about 2 million visitors to 2.45 million visitors. It is our intention to move it this year to 3 million. And some of the interventions you are talking about, Dr. Njeri, are the interventions that will make us achieve the number 3 million, progressively to 5 million visitors in 2027, hopefully. So we will find the mechanisms. I'm sure Balozi here knows that we will be signing the agreements tomorrow with the Communication Authority of Kenya, with the Chinese media. And from there, you can connect people like Njeri into the ecosystem so that we can all play our role in supporting the tourism and pushing the tourism numbers for our country. I think because of time, maybe Daktari here, Mr. Chancellor.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Mine is just a proposal to you and colleagues in government, especially for us in the multilateral space. Apart from the diaspora State Department profiling us in the diaspora, it can share most of us who are in the multilateral organization, especially our professions. For example, those who are at AIB or World Bank or AFDB in climate with the PS for climate. Because we find ourselves leading on some vertical funds, but because of who we are, we cannot be able to reach the PS. And it's easier to, once the PS knows how to access working level colleagues in multilateral institutions, they can tap on some innovative financing that can prepare some of the projects and push some of the agenda. Or those who are in health can know who is working on pandemic fund in various institutions, and that can help. Having worked at Africa Development Bank for 8 years, most of the colleagues in multilateral spaces find it hard to share these propositions, but diaspora team can just profile and share an example of how Rwanda does it or Senegal does it. But we thank you for the forward-looking foreign policy statement that you shared today. It's for the next generation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Daktari. Again, that is an assignment for my team, beginning with the ambassador here, and connecting to all the other colleagues at the ministries, whether it is health, whether it is environment, and all the other colleagues. So I think we have some assignment there. I'm told there is no student who has...
yes, Your Excellency, I wanted the student at least to talk. I represent the student fraternity. No gender balance?
Thank you, Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Mama Rachel, and all protocol observed. Good evening. This is Hemston Mabunga, student leader under the umbrella called KESCA. KESCA is a Kenyan Student Studying in China Association. So we have 17 city-level associations under the umbrella, and I want to confirm, my major issue was, I want to confirm because the business has confirmed that they have a cordial relationship with the ambassador. The professionals have also confirmed, and I wanted to not to be left out as student representative. We are working well with Mr. Willie Bate, the ambassador, Madam Lynette, and the education attaché, Mr. Albert. You can just wave. Actually, we are feeling their presence because I'm from Wuhan city. I traveled all the way to Beijing to meet the president for the first time. Yeah, sure. Okay, that's a lifetime handshake. Thank you. Thank you.
Make sure you don't forget the issue.
Yeah. I won't forget, actually. It's a compliment. I'm not complaining. We are used to complaining, but it's a compliment. I want to appreciate, I attended your morning session, and I admire to have the same knowledge you have in future. That is, I learned something very, very important in the session. I don't want to share with you because of time, but I will share with my friends when you leave. Otherwise, I even forgot the issue, but it's okay. Others keep lobbying for the scholarship loans. more scholarship slots across levels, undergraduate, masters, and PhD students. That one, you'll have helped students who are here and who are intending to come to advance in education. Thank you. I'm a mathematics teacher, and there was a session, a proposal of kukuza mulima ya mathematics. Please don't. I'll be jobless. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I think there was a suggestion that mathematics be made optional, but I think that is what the mathematics teacher here has an issue with. So I'll get the Ministry of Education people to explain what they mean. But your perspective has been taken into account. Again, the issues of scholarships to provide opportunities for Kenyans to study abroad, whether it is in this country or elsewhere, both sponsored by Government of Kenya or other philanthropies, or in consultation with the government of this country to offer scholarships for Kenyans. That is an area of cooperation that we have built on. As you heard me say this morning, we have, over the years, got sponsorship for close to 4,000 Kenyans who have studied in this country in different aspects, some paid for by their parents, majority through scholarships and other interventions. We will continue to explore opportunities for scholarships as we expand the horizon of knowledge, skills, competencies that are necessary for us to drive our own development and provide an internationally recognized workforce, not just to work for Kenya, but to work globally for any part of Kenya. I have so much confidence in Kenya's human resource that I am not ashamed that if they went to work in any country, they will let us down. They have always been outstanding. Believe you me, I have been to many cities, and the compliments I get for Kenyans working, whether it is in West Africa, I was in Ghana, I was in Congo Brazzaville, and I found the manager of the hotel I was staying in was Kenyan. And there were huge compliments as to his style and professional leadership of those institutions. And that is why I have no reservations whatsoever in getting as many opportunities as possible for Kenyans to work anywhere in the world, because I am confident about their professionalism and their competence. So again, the way to sharpen our human capital is to make sure that we get them the correct training, the correct knowledge, and that is why we are investing 30% of our national budget in matters education. It is the highest in our region. When I came into office, I added another 127 billion to education, because our human resource is the most critical asset that we have as a nation. And that is why my good brother here, Karani, can confidently say last year our diaspora contributed close to 600 billion shillings to the development of our country. That human capital is what defines Kenya. And that is why whenever there are opportunities anywhere in the world, including what Amma just said, in the UN system, we must fill up with Kenyans. They will do a good job, they will make us proud, and they will send some money to Kenya. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let me just allow me, Your Excellency, to give just, I know time is not on our side, just to give a vote of thanks to everybody, starting from yourself. At this point, we want to close with a word of prayer from